right shoulder first. Yeah. Have you thought of hiking sandals? I'm not a big fan of hiking sandals. Yeah, I'm gonna go and see. The problem is if they have the size. Really, it doesn't matter the shoe. I just want to make sure that I have like toe space and that it feels good. Yes. Pretty well versed. Generally I would say yes, but in Japan, it depends. Because sometimes if the shoe shop is owned by like a mall or something, sometimes you're placed where they need you. So you're just essentially a cash register person sometimes. Because that's what happened when I bought. Luckily, I had done some research, but I go in there and start asking questions, and then two of the people working there were like, yeah, we don't actually hike that much, so we don't really know. I was like, okay, cool, great. I'll just take these then. Morning, Sensei. Hey, TJ. Welcome in. Shoes got to breathe in this heat. Yeah, well, it's a combination of breathing, but you also want them waterproof because it's still rainy season for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's a Family Mart coming up, but I don't know how far away we are from it. Guess you're spoiled. No, I mean in Tokyo there's a few that are like that, but just depends. Bit away from the road, yeah. 800 meters, okay, so 12 minutes. It's actually pretty close to Google time. Thanks everyone for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, that meal we had last night was probably one of the best of the trip, actually. Very, very good. Hey man, have a good one. Everybody lurk. Thanks, Zabris. Seems like a bad neighborhood. Nah. Like a lot of fried food. I mean, it is technically fried food. It's tempura. There's eel and shrimp, and I think there's some squid, and then a soft boiled egg that was also fried, and then a green pepper. See the sign for Family Mart. How are you feeling today? Long rest after yesterday? I got good rest, but I think the hip problem is it's going to take multiple days of rest, and I have to kind of internally okay myself with that. It's not something I like to do. I don't like to rest if I don't have to, but it's definitely getting to the point where I need to be careful. Again, like mentally and stuff, I'm good. Mentally, I'm good enough to push through the pain, but again, I'm not sure if pushing through the pain is worth it. Like there's differences in pain, Like you go, oh, there's a blister. Oh, that kind of hurts. Okay, you push through that. This is a bit more than that. How did you learn Japanese so well? I tried at university 1 year but failed miserably. I go back and forth. I don't personally think I speak Japanese that well. But the big thing is, it's the cheat codes is just being in Japan. I've never officially studied. I used Wanikani. I haven't recently, but I used Wanikani to learn a fair amount of kanji. I'm only at level like 18 or something. Everything else is just naturally what I've picked up over time. I did have a Genki textbook. Hated it. Awful. Didn't like it. Because the way they write the English, the Romaji, isn't how it's actually written in like hiragana. So for example, sensei, Sensei, sen, sei, it's sen, like sensei, okay? But in the Genki books, so it should be Sensei. But in the Genki books, the ones that I bought, it's Sensee. A, like they do a double E. And I'm just like, this is dumb. Just write it. I can figure out the pronunciation. Yeah. Scale of pain, yeah. 英語は難しい。両方ね。It's a coin. Heads and tails. Heads is Japan, tails is English. It's the same tunnel. It's the same bridge. Crossing over it either way is difficult. Yeah, the scale of pain. So like, I'm actually curious what like this really feels like, because normally I have a very, very high pain threshold, but like in the morning, I told my friend last night, in the mornings I struggle to stand up, like from a seated or laying down position, or even like raise my right leg. So that's why I think it's the muscle, it's a small muscle that I've pissed off, but it's necessary to, you know, move up and down or side to side. And that's why eventually, like right now, we're not limping nearly as much. There's still a little bit, but there's not as much as, 10, 15 minutes ago, because it's warmed up. But in the morning, yeah, it's like not great to stand up. Not great to sit down. Almost impossible to squat, like hold a squat position. So that's what my buddy last night, he's like, well, try to do a squat for me, because we were FaceTiming and I could do it for about half a second. And he said, yeah, brother, you gotta get some rest. Like rest, not resting at the end of the walk type of thing. Hitchhiking could classify as a variety of resting while still traveling forward. No, I don't want to hitchhike. Not this trip. I'm not opposed to hitchhiking in the future, but this trip is a walking trip. Hip flexor, yes. Fairway pain can be pushed through, can be tricky, and sometimes only hindsight knows in my experience. Yeah, that's why I pushed through pain the last walking trip. Again, different issue, but I pushed through that, and then I get home to Tokyo, and I live on the 3rd floor of our building, or of my building rather. And every time I go up and down the stairs, it's torture, because that muscle in my lower right leg is just like not cooperating. So same thing here with the hip, like, I've got a lot of distance to go, so I don't want to. If resting for 3 or 4 days now means I can complete the end of the trip, then that's worth it. Versus if I just push through, and then I think we felt this fall down. 100% walk or nothing. We have to take a boat up at the top. So the trip. There's some clarification we've got to do. In certain cities, when we do touristy things, we will take public transport in those cities, but from town to town, from stop to stop, the advancement of the trip is only walking. Yes. So for example, if we're in Toyama for 3 days, but there's something I want to see on the opposite side of town, I can take a train to that, because I'm not leaving Toyama. When I leave Toyama, I have to walk. And then once I get up to Oma in Aomori, I have to take a ferry. There's no tunnel, there's no bridge to Hokkaido. Boat sounds interesting. Yeah, it's a ferry. It's a... We're gonna get a Pocari Sweat and some chicken. BRB. Oh, these are... Kieran Live Sports? Interesting. For me, it's Pocari Sweat, Aquarius, Kieran Live Sports. Kieran Live Sports tastes like watered down. Like Aquarius tastes like watered down Pocari Sweat. Kieran Live Sports tastes like a watered down Aquarius. To me. So we got Demi Chicky Plain. And we got our favorite potatoes. Norishio. Seaweeds. Salt seaweed flavor. We got the big Pocari Sweat too. You don't remember that? The only reason I say it like that is because I've had so much of all of them throughout this trip. Again, they're not bad. It's just they just taste a little bit different. Fascinating history. I think with a different name they could not destroy. I think with a different name they could do really, really well in the U.S. It's the superior drink. It's superior to Gatorade, hands down. I know some people are probably going to fight me about that, but it's hot. I keep forgetting, like, it's so funny because for me, I'm so used to Pocari Sweat, but I'm like, oh, why isn't it popular in the States? I'm like, oh, that's right, Sweat. No one wants to drink Sweat. I didn't drink Pocari Sweat for the first 6 years I was here. Powdered version. To mix it if you want it strong. Yeah, the problem for me, I say problem, it's not a problem. For me, the powdered version turns into Thank you for coming in, everybody. I really appreciate it. Okay, hotel rooms. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thank you. Sorry, I gotta look at, does this have a massage chair? Hold the phone. This hotel has a massage chair? Thank you for sharing your incredible journey with us. I was gonna ask people, so Y Chen came into town, well, we're meeting up later today. Would people rather see like shorter days but more content on other things besides Twitch, or longer days and more Twitch streams, like longer Twitch streams? Some days we're gonna have to do long streams anyway, like there's no changing it, but all that you do, thank you. I really appreciate that. Perhaps a chat and poll and chat. I mean, it's if people. I mean, I guess a poll could do it, but I think people just speaking up would be. Oh no. So the question was longer streams, like shorter trip, longer stream, like more walking per day, or shorter walking, but I'd post more stuff on YouTube or Instagram or things like that. So not just Twitch, but other stuff as well. Anyways, for you and why you deserve some time together. You've already given us so much of your time. It's funny you say that. She's been barking at me to go faster and further. She's whipping. Too new here? No, TJ. Everyone's opinion is valid. Everyone's opinion is. I mean, it's not like. Well, actually, she's been getting on to me for not posting more on Instagram. But Instagram has been really... We've gained 200 followers in like a week. Less than a week. We've almost doubled our follower size in a week. Which is pretty cool. Twitch followers have grown a lot. Twitch followers have grown quite a lot. What she suggests. I think the same thing happened at Tokaido too, where I don't think she realizes how, because I play it off like it doesn't hurt that bad, I don't think she realizes like how much pain I'm in, because I don't really show it, but so because she can't see it, she kind of thinks she doesn't think I'm faking it, but she goes, oh, come on, you can do more. It's like, well, I can't. I'm doing the max I can, I'm sorry. But that's why she gets on to me for not posting. She's like, okay, if you're gonna take short days, then you gotta post more. That's a fair statement.